Hello and welcome. I'm just going to start off by going over everything that we'll be using. We've got the actual film here, and then we've got your water bottle or water spray, bit of glass cleaner, tape measure, here we go, scraper, yeah, got the standing knife, Sharpie, that's important, you'll need that, ruler, and then our pair of scissors. So the first thing we want to do is measure the window that we're going to tint. There we go. And with our measurements, we want to just allow an extra like quarter of an inch, half an inch on either side. Okay, right. Now we just need to actually start cutting. So because the roll is like really springy, what I did is use a couple of weights just to hold it down. Okay, so I sped it up here. So what I did was using the Sharpie was to draw my lines on the inside. So this is on the plastic film that we'll be pulling off later anyway, so it's fine. And there we go, just allowed an extra inch. So I'll have half an inch on either side. And then to cut it, I just use an ordinary pair of scissors. But it does spring back quite a bit. Alright, so I've set the exposure for the inside frame, and that's why the outside looks so bright. First thing we want to do is just spray and clean the window itself. Make sure we've got no dirt that's going to be underneath the film. So I just double check to make sure it will fit, and you can see there's a slight overlap around which we'll be trimming off later. I've sprayed on the water. It's just a plain bottle of water, nothing special. And just dab away a little bit of the excess on the bottom there. So for a small window like this, I think it's best just to peel off the inside first, because the actual tint itself doesn't roll up as much. And then if we just place it onto the wet window, what you can see, it just clings on. And that's just a rough placement. And I used this squeegee, but I don't know, you can just use a regular credit card if you need. You can see the water getting pushed out. But I wanted to push it up. I tried to push it up and it didn't quite work. So what I can do is just peel it off, and then we can place it back on. But again, I didn't quite get it right, so I just took it off again. And I want to just add a little bit extra water. There we go. Yeah, so I'll just squeeze it out, squeeze out the air bubbles and the water. And then I just slice a corner diagonally. And this will make it easier to push the film into the edge and really squeeze out all of the water and air bubbles. So once I'm happy I've wedged it in, what I'll do is I'll get a Stanley knife and we'll start to trim the edges. It should cut quite easily. So I just cut off the last bit of trim, and then once that's done we're going to use a squeegee to push out the rest of the water in the air, and that's it, done. You can see there we had a little bit of paint chip on the glass, so I can just peel it back, take it off and push and squeegee down the film again, and it will come out just fine. To clean the film you can just use ordinary glass cleaner and it comes out alright. Well, thank you for watching. Goodbye.